Can you believe it, guys? Christmas, just a week away.
Alright, so it's been 4 months since the last Chinese Battlegrounds update, and with hints that the update is dropping like probably this weekend, I have never felt more hyped in my entire life. But on a serious note though, with 4 months of waiting, there's one thing I've been wanting to see on this game for a while. Which is color changing abilities. I don't understand how the game hasn't, it's been out for like so long already, and they have yet to add this feature. Like even games like Heroes Battleground added this feature before Tears Beats. Absolute insanity. But I'm not here to ramble for 8 minutes on how they should add this feature. I'm here to show you what it could look like if they added this feature. But before I show you some epic color changing gameplay, which is gonna be shown later in the video, I've been getting a lot of questions on one of my recent shorts on how I did this color change. Well, I got some bad news for you. If you can't tell already, it's editing. I managed to do it with After Effects, but if you don't have After Effects, you can do something similar with CapCut. CapCut is free, while After Effects does cost like 23 bucks a month. You could pirate it, but I'm not telling you to do any of that, and I'm not gonna go into the specifics because I don't want my channel to get deleted. But there is tutorials on YouTube, but you just gotta be very careful because there's a lot of scams. But if you want to take the safe route, which is a free route by the way, you could use CapCut, and you could do it both on mobile and PC like I said. But before we do the CapCut tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do it on After Effects. Alright, for the After Effects part of the tutorial, I'm going to kind of expect you guys to have at least a little basic knowledge on how to use After Effects. I'm going to be teaching you how to do this. So you're going to want to have your clip ready. It's going to be in quarter quality for the remainder of this video because I don't want my PC to die, but this is how it looks like full quality, but I'm going to put it in quarter. So it's gonna look a little blurry, but when it renders, it's gonna be looking really good. So get your clip ready. And basically, what you're going to do is you're gonna go to your effects and presets and click change, and then you're gonna drag this effect, change the color, and then for this part, you might want to go full quality and look for a frame that has a lot of the color you want to change. So for this, I'm trying to change the orange. I'm gonna go full so I could get the full like color resolution. Then I'm gonna click on that, and then by default it's actually red. It shows white, but it's actually red. And so if I drag it, you can see all the colors. I could do it too, but you could tell it's not really like blending or looking that good. So for this one, I already did green, but let's do blue. I already did green. I want to go for like an Azula blue. So it's gonna be like I'd say that this is like an Azula blue. And then what you want to do is you're gonna want to mess with the hue until it blends and gets rid of a lot of what you don't want. You see, if you look right here, there's still some. Also, you're gonna want to mess with the softness. Softness is like what makes it like glowy, but you don't want it to be at 100 because it's gonna look really rough and kind of ugly. But you don't want it too much, or else it's gonna look kind of like obvious that it's kind of fake. I'm gonna go for around 90, 80, 90. And then the saturation is like how bright it is. If it's at 100, it's gonna be like kind of like the full color. But if you bring it down, it's gonna look all like the original. And obviously you don't want it low because you could kind of mess around and you could tell what does what. But I'm probably going to keep mine like pretty bright, not too bright, like that. For lightness, I'm probably going to keep it at like 60. And then for my hue, which actually my first one, I'm just going to go back and get rid of all of what I don't want. That's basically the whole tutorial, and this is how it looks like the full quality. All right, so the CapCut one is actually a lot easier, but you're limited on what you could do. And I'm gonna yap about that in a second. Let me just show you how I'm gonna do it real quick. I'm gonna show you two different versions. I'm gonna turn the purple part of the martial artist dragon, I'm gonna turn it blue, and you're gonna see why in just a second. You're gonna be on video by default when you click on this. You're gonna go to adjustment, and then you're gonna be on basic by default, but just click on HSL. And all you're gonna do is get your color picker and then click on the purple part of the dragon you want to color change, and then you just drag it, and now it's blue. Like, you could change it if you want it to be darker, light on, definitely not that. It looks fine to me. And the reason why I can only do blue is because CapCut follows this analogous color scheme, which basically means like the seamless blend into colors. So it would only be able to do 2 colors as like a preset. Well, like let's say blue. So by default, purple, right? We have the purple color. It's easy for a purple to blend into a blue, and it's easy for a purple to blend into like a pink. So that's basically the analogous color scheme, like kind of explained as like an example. It's basically like 2 colors that one color could blend into, like for convenience, because they go well to each other. Like it'd be a lot harder for like a green to become like a pink. Like it just doesn't blend that way. But a pink could become a purple, and this purple can become a blue. Blue become like a light blue to green to etc, etc, etc. And I'm gonna try and explain how you could potentially like go past this preset that CapCut offers. You'd have to do a lot of like outside editing. They're known for like their disgusting amount of presets they offer. Like it's all just presets, but I've been noticing a lot are locked behind premium now, so they're slowly becoming more like pay to win. So nothing I could do about that. It's just the route they're deciding to take. So for the second example clip, I'm gonna basically start off the same way, except my goal right here is not for looks. I'm gonna try and make it all the same color, and you'll see why. So we're just gonna grab the red, and we're gonna try and turn the whole thing into like a pinkish shade, pink reddish shade. We're mainly trying to get rid of the yellow, because the yellow doesn't really go well with what I'm trying to do. So if we get rid of the yellow, all right, it looks like we got most of it, not all of it, but what can you do? Go to video, remove background, and I'm gonna try and remove some of this pink that I just tried to turn it into. Boom. Turn up the intensity, and then just try and get rid of as much as you can. But be careful, make sure you look at your other things, the other like frames, or else it might look a little silly. Okay. Like if we went any higher, it's gonna bleed all over the screen. So I think we're like right on the money. I think that's fine. And now that we got rid of it, what we're gonna do is Control C, Control V, or you could just import the same clip that you just got. I'm gonna unhide this. And then you could go to remove background again and just remove this, because it copied like the remove background masking we just created. So now everything is back to where we wanted, except there's a mask that you can't see. So like if I hide this layer, you can see the mask again. It's still there. It's just the original like footage is in the background. So it looks like nothing is changed. So on this bottom layer right here, we could just add whatever we want to try and change like the coloring. You'd go back to adjustment and then click on color wheel, and then you could just kind of drag the color wheel to like something that you might like. I don't really like this too much. It kind of looks janky in my opinion, so I don't really mess with this. But if you could find like a color that you might like, it could look pretty realistic. If I wanted like a glitch, then I'd search up glitch in the effects channel, and then I'd import something like pretty cool. Like, I think this is premium, unfortunately, but let me see how this looks like. I thought that'd be a lot cooler. It was one I was looking at. It was low-key pretty cool. I think it was this one. It has like a cool little aesthetic if you're trying to make like a cool edit, but I definitely play around with it. And a big one is actually filters. There's a bunch of filters that CapCut offers, but you could just basically like paste it and it's like a preset of the color wheel. But some are better than what the color wheel offers, at least in my opinion, for the most part. But you just definitely have to mess around with it. It's a lot more of a process and harder work than it is on After Effects, which is why I recommend that everyone should do it on After Effects. But I can see why you don't want to do it on After Effects because of reasons.